Hello, I'm Michael Moran from Microshare, the global data intelligence company for the built world. For several years now, we've been telling our clients something called clean equals safe. The idea that outfitting a building with sensors that produce new data streams can help you understand what's going on between the four walls of your facilities or the many walls of a large portfolio. Today, clean equals safe has gone from being a nice to have to being something that is vital, perhaps even a matter of life and death. For Microshare, the capabilities that IoT data brings to facilities managers, to real estate portfolio managers, corporate real estate managers, and others who have to be concerned about the wellness of both their buildings and the people within them is an incredible change of the business environment. Today, we believe clean equals safe has gone from a nice to have to an absolute must, something that reassures your clients, your investors, and your shareholders that you care and understand about the changes that have been wrought by COVID-19. Among the things we do, and we are doing them globally with giant clients like GlaxoSmithKline and Rent-A-Center, is contact trace using wearables. The wearable approach to contact tracing is enormously superior to app-based approaches. First of all, as my CTO likes to say, the smartphone app approach to contact tracing is not a technological challenge, it's a social one. No one wants to download an app that their boss is going to be tracing when they leave the building. The great thing about the wearable approach is that it implies consent. You have to tell someone why they're wearing a wristband or a lanyard that they're going to be traced around a building on. This is something that ends at the borders of the building. It does not impede on the privacy of people, and it does not collect PII, the most important aspect of data privacy. What we do is we log both contact tracing events between people who are wearing these wearables and the locations in which they've spent time. When someone develops symptoms, we then run a reverse query on a database, and these badges, which are anonymous until that moment, are suddenly matched with the people who were wearing them, and you can inform people that they need to quarantine or at least to test to see if they'd been exposed to something. This can be the difference between a company that has the ability to go and target cleaning and target the quarantine and information to their staff and other occupants, and one that has to just shut down completely to avoid a complete explosion of COVID-19. The other thing that we've been trying to get across to people lately is that, this pandemic is not going away. I don't want to get into politics, but we're seeing a spike right now already. The state of the art, the people who know what they're talking about pandemics, believe that this is going to come in waves for some time to come. Dr. Fauci, who in the United States is regarded as an authority on this, has been saying that the pandemic is really with us until 2022, and there's no guarantee that it doesn't come back later. There's also no guarantee that any vaccine that emerges provides lasting protection against it. It may take several doses. They may only last 6 months or so, and then you have to do it again. So having the ability within a facility to deploy contact tracing might not just be something temporary. This might be something we have to take into account for the time being or for the future. You need to be able to have this at hand so that you don't have to shut down for a long period of time, God forbid, if this comes back again. Prior to the COVID-19 outbreak, we were working with hospitals around the world to manage antibiotic-resistant bacteria outbreaks or hospital-associated infections, HAIs. That's a major issue within that industry, and ultimately it was determined that our predictive cleaning solutions, especially applied to common areas and restrooms, actually lowered infection rates in these hospitals. That was a real game changer for many of these hospitals, and they have since deployed all sorts of solutions, asset zoning, air quality monitoring, waste control monitoring, to understand better what's going on inside their four walls. This is tremendously relevant to the COVID-19 moment. That kind of intelligence applied to a virus can be a game changer, and it can be the difference between a company shutting down and being able to bring workers back to the office, back to the factory, back to the warehouse safely and slowly. You don't have to bring them all at once. You can bring them, test 20%, test 30% occupancy, test 50%, and determine what is safe and who's going to have to work remote for a longer period. This is an important thing for offices, for office culture, for the culture of corporations, but it's particularly important for manufacturers, for agribusiness. These are people for whom the number of people they bring into a facility is directly correlated to the bottom line, to the amount of revenue they can produce. These are the people we've found in our client base are the ones who are coming with us, who are learning with us, who are battle testing things like contact tracing and asset zoning and predictive cleaning, and applying the lessons to this very unusual COVID-19 period.